A townhome can make a great place to call home, but is it right for you? Hi, and welcome back. I'm Jake Tysiak, that guy that sells houses, realtor here in Illinois. And today we are talking about townhomes and discussing some of its pros and benefits and continuing our conversation on attached homes. So, where does a townhouse actually fit? Well, it's going to be a little bit more independent living than a condo based on the fact that you're not going to be walking through hallways traditionally to get to your home. Usually there's a front door, a patio out back, so you do have your own living space. However, you are going to be sharing a couple walls with neighbors, and that's what really classifies it as a townhome. Now, of course, there are duplexes as well, which is just a little bit more independent living, and that's going to be 2 units sharing one common wall. But a townhome sort of fits right in there, and it makes a great choice for a lot of people. But let's talk about some of the pros and cons that come along with owning a townhome. So one of the big reasons so many people really do appreciate owning a townhome is the fact that you're going to find a lot less maintenance involved when you compare it with detached homes like your single family individual home on its own. You see, with a townhome, oftentimes you're going to find that the yard maintenance with the lawn care as well as snow removal is already taken care of for you. And that combined with the fact that your building is attached with other units, oftentimes you're going to see that also the siding, gutters, as well as the roof, these things are taken care of for you. Now, with a townhome, you also do have some flexibility. Of course, you have the right to put your own personal touches on the inside of the home and make it your own. Windows and things like that are sometimes falling underneath your responsibility to be taken care of as well. But you will see a lot less maintenance compared to a single family home, and as less maintenance as well when you're looking compared to a duplex too. Now, another great reason you're going to appreciate a townhome is the fact that usually the cost of owning a townhome is a little bit lower, especially when it comes down to purchase price, as similar square footage with a townhome is going to be less when you compare it to a single family detached home. Now, also, along those same lines, you will find the fact that your taxes are usually a little bit less as well, because obviously you're sharing the land with a couple homeowners, so your plot of land isn't as large, but your taxes are going to be quite a lot more reasonable when you are looking at those types of homes. And when it comes down to townhomes, independent living is a nice alternative when you do find yourself comparing it against a condo. Now, obviously, with a condo, usually there's hallways involved that you do have to go through, and you interact a little bit with your neighbors that way. But with a townhome, it is much more of a single family style home with your own entrance coming in off of the street, usually your garage attached as well. And this does give you a little bit more independence, especially if you are coming from an apartment or are looking to take a step up in space from a condo. Now, with a townhome, much like a condo, you're going to find it traditionally being part of a homeowners association, a combination of you and all your neighbors as one association to take care of the neighborhood itself. Now, obviously, you have a say in what happens at board meetings, but one of the things that's unique about townhomes is the fact that the size of the association can vary quite a bit. Normally, with condos, there's large buildings, and you're going to have close to 100 plus people inside of your association, where townhomes can range a lot more. You can see small communities with just a handful of owners, all the way up into large areas that have been developed alongside single family homes as well, and all of you belonging to a town home association or homeowners association. But with the homeowners association, obviously does come a monthly assessment as well, and this is going to be to help take care of the grounds itself, but also the lawn care as well as the snow removal, things like that. Now, in comparison with a condo, traditionally there's less amenities included with a townhome than you would see with a condo. However, there are neighborhoods out there that are clubhouse communities that do have that in-ground pool and so forth. But on a plus note though, your association is generally a lot more affordable when you compare it next to a condo. Now, of course, with repairs to the exterior of the building, like the roof and siding, you're not going to need to find a contractor, as the association will take care of this for you. Now, with the cost though, traditionally, if there's enough funds in the association that has been planned for, there's not going to be any additional cost to you as a homeowner. However, if it is a little bit short, you might find yourself with a special assessment, which is going to help cover the cost of those needed upgrades. And with that condo fee, that brings us to my next point about financing. So one of the things you do have to keep in mind when you are purchasing a townhome or condo or any other home that does have an association is the fact that when you go to purchase a home, your lender is going to look at that monthly association cost and factor that into your purchase price, which can change up your numbers. So it's definitely important to be aware of how much that association monthly cost is from neighborhood to neighborhood because you want to make sure you can afford the home. But also with that, you want to consider financing options because you need to purchase the home and most people are not utilizing cash, but rather taking advantage of a mortgage. Now, when it comes down to financing, conventional is going to work for almost every single neighborhood. However, FHA and VA financing can be a little hit or miss depending on the neighborhood. You see, traditional townhomes will qualify for FHA financing, but what might appear to be a townhome to you might be actually classified as condo ownership. What I mean by that is sometimes you're going to come across a townhome that's a traditional 2-story configuration on its own, and it's like, perfect, I found a wonderful townhome. However, there might be other units in that same area that have a ranch floor living with another unit above it. This is considered a condo ownership, and FHA is going to look at that and the neighborhood and then determine if that is qualified for FHA financing. And unfortunately, not every neighborhood or association will qualify that. So it will be a case-by-case basis. So make sure you reach out to your agent to discuss those options. And if you are looking for a real estate agent, feel free to give me a call. So deciding whether a townhome is the right fit depends really on all those factors. But if you're curious on how long it's going to take you to close on your next purchase, take a look at our video right here. And if you do have any questions in regards to townhomes or are looking for an agent, feel free to give me a call. I'd be happy to help. I'm Jake Tysiak with Keller. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.